Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Unleashing Brilliance. And today's episode, well, this one's for the doers, it's for the dreamers, it's for the women building empires, whilst also figuring out what the hell to cook for dinner. The ones that are chasing those big visions and wondering, am I the only one that's struggling this much? I want to give it to you straight today. You're not, but you do need to hear this today, because success, it's not sexy, it's not smooth, and it's certainly not streamlined. Success is gritty, it's messy, it's uncomfortable, and it's about one thing, and that's putting in the bloody reps. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but there's no such thing as just manifesting success and sitting back with a green smoothie waiting for your $1 million business to drop from the sky. Trust me, I've tried it. I've manifested the bejesus out of things and vision boarded and affirmations. It just doesn't work. Everywhere you look, you're being fed these filtered fairy tales. 6 figures in 6 weeks, build a business in a weekend, replace your income while you sleep. Oh, come on, please. What they don't show you is the back end slog, the late nights, the launches that flop, the rejections, the tears in the shower when no one is watching. You know what's really behind those 6-figure months? 6 years of consistency, 600 moments of self-doubt, and 6,000 times where you showed up and no one has clapped. I want to take you back to 2009. That was the year I started writing my blog. No fancy website, no marketing plan, just me and a Word doc, and a quiet question in my gut. What do I actually want to say? Every Sunday, I'd write and I'd post. Guess what? No likes, no comments, absolute silence. Some weeks, the only one who actually read it was probably my mum or my best mate, and even she got bored. But I kept going. Week after week, year after year, that blog became my IP. That IP became keynotes. Those keynotes became frameworks, a client base, and it became my business, my books, and this podcast. Now, it's easy to look at the outcome now and go, wow, Janine, look at what you've built. But you know what? Back then, it looked a lot like nothing. You want a shortcut? Here's mine. I just didn't quit. Let's talk about grit for a second. Angela Duckworth defines grit as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Not passion for a moment, not perseverance for a week, long-term. This is what top performers have in spades. Not the smartest, not the most connected, the most consistent. And here's the kicker. Consistency is boring. There, said it. It's not glamorous. It's repetitive. But you know what's not boring? Looking back 5 years later and realizing that you've built something unstoppable because you kept showing up. You see, most people quit in the dip. The dip is where it's hard, where the results are slow, where you're questioning everything. And that might be going on for you right now. Because right now, we are living in quite challenging times that we've never really been in before, times where there's political unrest, there's global unrest, where there's governments changing, where we're worrying financially, the cost of living, the risk of recession. There's so much change going on that is affecting you, and it's affecting your clients and their propensity and desire and speed around making a decision. And what happens when things aren't going quickly for us is we start questioning everything. And that is where the 95% tap out. But the top 5%, they get it. They understand that success doesn't look like a straight line. It doesn't look like a straight staircase of one step each and every time after the other on that stairway to success. It's actually more like a drunken octopus falling up a hill. It just doesn't happen that. 2 steps forwards, 100 back. Well, I know that's what happened for me. That's what I experienced. Because here's what I know. If you want to be in that 5%, you've got to act like it, especially when it's hard. And I don't say that from some pedestal. I say it as someone who at a point in her business had $50 left in the bank. I also, at that same time, had 3 kids under 7, a husband out of work, and still chose to keep building because I believed even when no one else did. So how do you actually do it? How do you put in the reps when your motivation is in the bin? Well, here's my formula. It's a rebel magician formula of keeping those reps going. First up, you've got to decide what is your non-negotiable rep. Pick that one thing that if you did it daily, if you did it every single day and potentially try to make it better by 1% every single day, that one thing would shift your business. Is it emails? Is it pitching? Is it content? Is it practice? So pick that one non-negotiable rep. Second thing, create a ritual around it. Make it sacred. I have a candle that I light when I write. I know it's a little bit silly, but what it does is it triggers my brain. It puts me in that space. It helps me tap out of my everyday into this space of writing. And my challenge for you is to create a ritual around that non-negotiable and find the magic for you. The third piece is to track your reps, not your likes. I use a very simple tally system. Forget the dopamine hit of social media. Just focus on the input. If you're challenging yourself to do 1 email a week, write a blog a month, do 10 sit-ups every single day, just track it. Don't watch the outcome. Track the action. Track the activity, because it is the compound effect of that activity that gets the result. And gamify it. Gamify it. This is the next step for me. Gamify it. I make sure I reward myself, whether it be Champagne Fridays, if I hit my reps, little rituals that make the process fun. And by the way, I'm currently gamifying the recording of these podcasts right now because I literally just got a text from my BFF asking me if I wanted to go for a Friday drink. And I went, I'm busy recording podcasts right now. I can't just drop this because then I'll be behind. And I said, give me an hour. I'm going to get these podcasts done and then I'll come and join you for a drink. So I've gamified the ability to do the work, to keep going when actually, there's that wonderful shiny thing. But this is me being in service to you. It's the consistency of every single week being able to put out a podcast and build that grit circle around you. Surround yourself with other high rep women. No whiners, just doers. So let me be blunt. If you're not where you want to be, it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you've not got the skills or the smarts or the experience. It's not because of any of those things. It's probably because you haven't stuck it out long enough. And I say that with all the love in the world because we've been conditioned to expect quick wins. And we've been conditioned to expect success overnight. We think struggle means that we're failing. It doesn't. It means we're doing something that really matters to us. And if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. But you're not everyone. You are you. And that means that you've got to build something brilliant. That means you've got something brilliant that you want to build. And if you're willing to work harder than the person next to you, well, success will come your way. So here's your invitation. This week, I want you to pick your rep. Commit to doing it daily for the next 30 days. Track it, honor it, fall in love with the process, not the outcome. Because I promise you, this is how we build our empires. One brave, boring, badass rep at a time. And if this episode hit you in the gut or the heart, please share it. Please tag me. Please let me know. Let's lift each other up. Let's make sure that you are sharing this episode with a fellow brilliant man or woman that you know is on the edge of quitting. Let's make sure we achieve success together. And as always, if you got 30 seconds, please leave me a little love note on your podcast, wherever you're listening to this, because your reviews really do help this podcast grow. And that means more magic for all of us. Until next time, put in those reps, trust the process, and keep unleashing that unapologetic brilliance of yours, because this is about going after the life that you want.